Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Season 11. We're here with Round 1. It's a brand new day for the Sim Racing Alliance. It's going to be a little bit more punishing out here during qualifying.
It's definitely a hard one here. It's what it's like. It's very, very punishing.
For all the way in Germany, this will be the first time we see this in the team series here. This is a track where you will be driving the track, not as much driving the drivers on the track.
Very brave is the Ferrari to get the move done.
He does get this position done.
Oh, huge contact, and they're both going to go around. It's going to be a huge move up the inside.
He's been using every bit of the track.
Pedal to the metal, foot to the floor!
And we're off and away for SRA.
That is right. Good evening, SRA Nation, and welcome to the penultimate race of this Season 12 for the Sim Racing Alliance Team Series GT3 Championship. We are at the iconic Brands Hatch circuit on what is a warm October day with the temperature sitting at a perfect 20 degrees Celsius. The track is dry, the conditions are ideal, and we are set for an absolute thriller. With just 2 races remaining this season, the pressure is building and the stakes couldn't be higher. The top 5 drivers in the standings are separated by only 50 points, and with a maximum of 120 points up for grabs today, every corner, every overtake and every pit stop could shake up the championship battle. It's do or die for these drivers as they put their cars to the limit on this fast, flowing and challenging circuit. So strap in, stay tuned, because this has the bill to be an exciting race. And I am joined tonight by 2 of SRA's finest, and I noticed the picture hasn't worked. I'm so sorry, Henry. But we have the silky smooth voice debutant and SRA injury list supremo, Henry Ramirez, hailing from the US West Coast, and my teammate, regular colleague and classic name butcherer, Justin Rosenthal on the Floridian West Coast. East Coast even. So, Henry, it's your first time commentating for SRA, so welcome, and yeah, tell everybody about yourself.
Hey everybody, Henry Ramy Ramirez. I usually go by Ramy, so first time commentating here. Thanks for having me here. Really enjoying popping my chair with these sexy bunches of folks. So I'm here for a fun time. So I hope you guys are too.
That's right, and you are, as we've already said, on the injury list. So what happened this season? Tell the folks at home, just so we get a full idea of who it is we're listening to.
All right, so I messed up at Monza, turn 1, lap 1. I racked my ankle. Had to have it in a cast for a little bit, and then...
and that thing was swollen as well, right? Like that thing it wasn't just like a little thing. That was like a football.
Yeah, I think I ended up like messing up a tendon, so
Oof.
might have to have some surgery done on that later.
Oof. Jesus. And then now you've got you're wheezing a bit, right?
Yeah. That guy had to go to the emergency room. Found out I got pneumonia, so I got a couple little things going on with the lungs. It's got to be due to the fires. That's what I'm going to blame it on. So
That's it. That's it. And Justin, this is the first time for you commentating Division 6. So you've got new names for you to try your hand at tonight. And how are you feeling going into it, sir?
Should be good. Championship is kind of close, so this should be an interesting race tonight. See who comes out on top. And yes, I apologize in advance for any name butchering on the grid walk today. It's gonna be a fun one.
Well, look, without further ado, because I know the guys are warming up now in the servers. So, Henry, go ahead and take us through Brands Hatch. I'll just change over the track map here for you now.
all right, no worries. Let's go, boys and girls. Set in the English county of Kent and known as the Garden of England, is one of the most iconic tracks in motor racing, Brands Hatch. Also, one of my favorite tracks to race on. So it's a lot of braking here and a lot of skill required to go around this track. Every now and again, you think you're going to do an overtake, and sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't. But anyways, it's 2.4 miles or 3.9 kilometers for all you people across the pond. There's only 9 turns in this fast-flowing circuit, starting with Paddock Hill Bend and then downhill right hand leading onto the back of shattering small straight Pilgrim's Rise. Before entering a tight right-hander of Druid, you know what? I never get the name of this
Druids.
corner right.
Druids.
All right. I always call it droids for some
Droids.
reason. Anyways, Druids corner, famed for its harsh inside curve and slippery exit onto Graham Hill Bend. And then a mid-speed left-hand turn. Watch out for track limits on this corner. That's for sure. I always end up getting track limits here.
Worst.
So
absolute worst.
I'm going to get a penalty. Thank God I'm missing out on this.
Yeah.
Cooper Straight is a small straight where all the focus comes onto one of the trickiest corners in the calendar. Aptly named Surtees after the late great John Surtees. Still the only man to win both a Formula One World Championship and the Motorcycle World Championship. That's pretty legit.
Yeah, that is still, I can't believe it holds as well. That's like 50 years.
Yeah. 50 years. Dang.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyways, we had Pilgrim's Rise in Sector 1. Now get ready for Pilgrim's Drop, the longest straight on the track, inviting plenty of overtaking opportunity going into Hawthorne Bend. Sometimes you get it right here, sometimes you don't. I've got it wrong a bunch of times here, so I'm pretty sure there's going to be a couple little mashups here tonight, so look out for that. Named after Britain's first ever Formula One driver, this corner is a fast flowing right-hander with an awkward apex and no runoff. Derek Minter Straight begins the technical right-hander section of this track. First up is Westfield Bend, named after its proximity to Westfield Wood, the woodland area within the track. All right, my favorite straight name in all of the motor racing is Dingle Dell, setting our drivers up for the
Dingle
second
Dell,
sweeping
baby.
right-hander. Dingle Dell, setting our drivers up for the second sweeping right-hander, named after two-time world champion Barry Sheen, into Sterling's a technical and flow-stopping right-angled left-hander. As our drivers then come through clearways for the final corner of the track, Clark Curve, named after one of Jay Queasy's favorite drivers,
Yes,
Jim
sir.
Clark.
Jim Clark.
And then that's right before finishing the lap on the famous Brabham Straight.
Brabham Straight. Awesome. 10 out of 10. You did better name pronunciations than Justin normally does. So,
Without a doubt.
I was sweating it like crazy right
that
now.
was easy. It's all good. Cool. So, yeah, that's great. Thank you very much. So, yeah, as I said in the introduction, this division is tight, guys. So, Justin, walk us through what's happening in the points. Who are we looking out for? Who are the coaches' picks of, that's the Coach Jeffrey's Academy picks for tonight. And most importantly, what are our picks for tonight?
Yeah, so standings tonight, Rob Warren, Stephen Palirian, and Mark DC. It's tight up there. I mean, anywhere we can go tonight with these three will kind of determine how next week is going to be. I can't pronounce your name properly. I'm sorry in advance. So I'm gonna go G Smith with
G
fourth place
Smith.
with
G
395
Smith.
and JP Bay with 392. So I mean, the race from 1 through 5 is pretty close. 6 and 7, Corey Murray and Mark Allen, 349, 350. I mean, nice little race up there for 6. And then for the team competition, we're looking at Ball and Bentley boys at 834. Pretty much got it. Congratulations to you guys. I don't think it's possible for
Wrapped up.
GRAP Apex editors. But that's second and third place. Big 70-point gap. I mean, double team can get up there and possibly move up to second. But outside of that, looks like it's pretty much wrapped up there. Picks tonight, coaches picks. We got Rob Warren for gold, and we got Corey Colt for silver. Jay's pick, we got Steven Pellerin again, and then
Pellerin, man.
Pellerin. Pellerin.
Jeez.
I know. See, Butcher, Justin the Butcher. We already know what's going on here. Silver, both for me and Jay. We have Corey Colts. I got Mark DC, and then Henry. What was your picks again for gold and silver?
I believe I had oh man, you know what? I totally forget the names. I wrote it down somewhere here. I'll remind you guys later.
Oh, I see. He's just waiting so he can see the outcome of the qualifying. Yeah. Right.
I don't blame anybody. I want to do the same.
Well, as much as I love that, we are going to go and jump ahead through. So we are now in the middle of silver qualifying, guys. And you can see at the top there, on the top left, you can see Marlon Abondo sets the fastest lap of the race so far and puts himself into first place, but isn't on a fast lap right now. And then you've got Corey Colt, who's on an improver as well. So, guys, settle in. This is it now for the next hour and a bit of your lives. So thank you for joining us. And, yeah, let's take it away. We have 18 cars in total. Looks to have signed up. So not
looking a little light tonight on the. Where is everyone?
That's okay. No, that's fine. That's fine because you know less cars means less opportunity for mistakes, shall we say? You know, so they've all got their chance.
That I believe it is Michael Olsen tonight. That is has a quali ban, so he will not be putting a time on the board. He will be starting from the back of the pack.
He will. That's quite right. And then we do also have a unfortunate race ban this today as well. So we are light again, one other driver. So you know these penalties. We're at the penultimate race of the season. These penalties add up. Those of you listening that might know about D3 may know that maybe I've racked up a few penalty points myself. These things happen. It's fine. It's not a problem. But the interesting thing I'd say is Michael Olsen this week has been the fastest in the practice session. So don't just dismiss him from the qualifying start. I still think Michael's got a lot to show going into the race today.
Not only that, but this is a track that going off is pretty easy to do. If you're not perfect, you're not in that good flow, you can mess up and it can cost you a lot. The grass is fast.
The grass is fast, and you know one thing I was gonna let it go. But ladies and gentlemen, it seems as though tonight we have been joined in the audience by the one and only, the wonderful Alexa Marshall, who slept through their own commentating stint yesterday, didn't manage to wake up in time for it. So, hello Alexa, I'm glad you joined us on the wrong day, but good to have you on board anyway. And Tristan Zamora says, Justin McKechnie says, Surtees, or a certain variation of the name, is my favourite corner, and Tristan Zamora says, yes, me too, for entering the Shadow Realm. So, yeah. Yeah, I lost a position on Surtees last night, so it is possible. It's a tricky corner, so, yeah.
You know what's pretty cool about having a small grid is even though it's small, it's pretty good for points, especially if you're trying to get points too, you know? Like if you haven't been in the points, you're trying to get higher points. The lower driver count means you can actually probably get up as high as you would like to. You know?
Well, look, I mean, everyone's in the points tonight, so I'll reiterate to the drivers once again, because it's something that a lot of our drivers, I think, forget sometimes. If you want points at the end of the race, you still have to be in the session by the end of it, guys. So even if you're just in the pits, stick around, because there's only 18 drivers on the track, so you are guaranteed points. So stick around, even if the race doesn't go your way. Speaking of races not going our way, it looks as though we have had a yellow flag for Mr. Thomas Acosta. Let's try and go back and take a look and see what happened for Thomas. So going around Dingle Dell, coming up to through the Clark Curve. And
just catches that grass. Yeah.
That's not Clark Curve. The corner names are lying to me. Catches the grass, goes off. That won't be the last time tonight.
Right now, proving 3/10, we got Cleveland Leatherwood. Or is that Leatherwoods?
Cleveland Leatherwood, yeah.
Leatherwood. Yep, proving on their time. So currently in 6th place. Let's see if we can get it up there. That's the only person right now. Michael Santos is up 5/10 on personal best. So
he's going for it.
Probably looking at like a 1:25 if he gets it.
That's not a bad time either. It's really not a bad time.
No. That's a really good time. That's actually pretty smooth.
Yeah, it looks like the fastest time at D6 today was a 1:25 flat. So we definitely could be seeing some good times around here. Pretty close across the board. I mean, between 6th and I'm sorry, between 4th and 2nd, only a 10th separate.
I love it. I love it. Only a 10th between 1st and 4th.
Yeah, look at that.
Have we told people the format or the
Go ahead.
Pit stop and
explain the format for us.
We need a pit stop. We got full fuel. No fuel needed. The tires are mandatory.
So yep, tires are mandatory. There is a change of tire is mandatory. Is one mandatory pit stop at 60-minute race. So normally 30-minute mark is when the guys decide to come in. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is to the pit stop. At the moment, we're seeing in the qualifying, we're seeing the silver drivers go out first. So they have the worst conditions, some might say, the fast track rather than an optimum track, allowing the gold drivers to come out on the 10-minute mark, which is 20 seconds from now, and start putting in their own times. So it looks like Beckstead, who was on a flyer in 3rd place there, has also had an incident.
Oof.
Let's take a look. Oh, you know what? Just looks like he's stopped, or maybe run out of fuel. I think run out of fuel.
Yeah. Alright, so golds are coming out.
The golds are coming out. As Santos comes round, grab him straight. Stays provisional first. Try not to try. Try not to.
Don't try to drive onto the pit lane, my friend. Hold on. Let those guys come out.
Don't worry about that little guy.
It's all good. It's all good. Right, so let's get to the front of this. So this is we've got Stephen Pellerin's managed to get themselves out first. Look at the drone ability, you know, credit again to our drone operators, their ability to just hang off the side of the cars here. Oh, it's Corey Colt, finds their way into
It's gotta be one of those. It's gotta be one of those
very
FPV
close,
drones.
too. Camera director, why are we looking at this?
Because it's.
Oh no.
There we go. I don't know what's going on, but we're back. And we're looking behind. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 2 a.m. Forgive me. There we go.
It wouldn't be a wheezy stream if something was a little bit not wonky.
So this is Stephen Pellerin putting in their lap time, 1:34.1, but I don't think it counted because they haven't moved up the leaderboard.
That's all in their outs.
Hey, you know what? I don't even think the guy that I picked for gold isn't even here today.
Oh, the guy picked to drive. Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, the crowd favourite Matt Moon is out there. He's currently matching his previous lap time, which I think was invalid. So, you know, I think no, it wouldn't have been invalid. He'd have come out of the pits. What am I talking about?
Honestly, yeah, they were still on there for out laps. Everybody should be putting in times now.
You know what? I'm gonna make my pick. I'm gonna go with Dan Meyer from gold.
Dan Meyer. Okay.
And then I'm gonna go for silver. I'm going to go with.
Oh, let me guess. Michael Santos.
No.
This guy, ladies and gentlemen, this guy. Honestly, these were born yesterday.
I'm gonna go with Brian. Let's go with Marlon Bubu.
Marlon Abubo. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and so that's the first valid lap through. For the gold, Stephen Pellerin puts himself in 4th place. Anthony Lombardo in 6th. And as they're all filtering through now, John Baum goes into 7th place. Mark Allen 3rd. So, Michael Santos surviving the first round of valid laps, and Corey Colt is well up there in 2nd. One thing I did notice from yesterday's races, you know, it's an equaliser, this track, silver and gold. It doesn't really matter. They, if you're fast, you're fast around this circuit. There's no real divisions.
It's all about flow.
Big time. Yeah.
If you're feeling it, you tend to have a steamer that day. I mean, definitely practicing for it. There's some days I would come on track and it was just like, yeah, I'm not really feeling it tonight. And then, like, you know, last night just so happened to be the time that it clicked.
Yeah, it's all about that rhythm, man. Rhythm, just like a dancer.
It is one of those. You're always inches from disaster on this track.
Are you gonna be stepping on toes all night?
Yeah, and you can never really get comfortable either, you know. Look at Rob Warren, he's on an absolute stormer at the moment with 1.1. One set I've commentated Kirsten. He's 0.9 still.
Rob Warren, dude. And then Stephen Pellerin.
Stephen Pellerin as well. Yeah, look at that. So Mark Allen and Stephen Pellerin going top there.
Mark Allen's. Rob Warren.
Did we see? There we go. New fastest lap, Rob Warren. We didn't have our little prompt. It thought, because we're not watching Anton Rushovich again, it thought, no, we don't need to. It's all good.
Right now, Stephen Pellerin in the number 164. He's about 5 tenths up right now, 4 tenths now. Best time, so that should put him in the 125 threes, somewhere in that area. He's coming around Graham Hill right now.
So is.
Oh no, wait, I'm sorry.
JP May, yeah, JP May moving up too.
Teammates as well, dominant all season so far. Rob Warren, JP May taking the 1st and 2nd slot. Let's see if anybody can dethrone them. Dan Meyer's on a good run, and so is Anthony Lombardo at the moment as well, 0.7 up.
A little slippery there.
Lost out a lot of time there.
Yeah. Well, you can see it as well. He's down 0.2 after that.
But yeah, Anthony Lombardo's on the steamer right now too.
Oh man.
Oh, we're watching the same thing. No, this is Mark DC. This is now a replay of Mark DC going through turn 1.
Dang. Anthony getting up into 6th place there.
Is he? Anthony. Oh yeah, he just misjudges turn 1. Been there, done that, Mark. Don't worry, you're not the only one. As other Mark Allen goes 3rd. But Mark Allen is on the fastest lap at the moment, if he can keep up his pace, I believe.
Mark. We got Mark Allen and then
Stephen Pellerin is also now on the charge, looking like a provisional 1st place. If he keeps up this pace, he's absolutely on fire. Go on, Stephen. Oh no! Oh, Steven. You got time. You got time. Go and do it again.
Go 2 laps.
Lombardo.
4 laps.
Up 0.4 in his previous time. So again, the times are just getting faster and faster. Especially with Rob Warren not on an improvement. So
JP right now. Coming to turn 3.
collecting bollards. I think he went up. He certainly lost his time as well.
Yeah.
And that is Lombardo takes the lead. New fastest lap, Anthony Lombardo with a 125.6. Congratulations, great lap.
Right now,
Oh, just like that. Dan Meyer, it is all up for grabs today. The 125.562.
that was a guy I picked, right?
Yeah. Well, how typical. How typical. How convenient. Cesar Pizzuto going third there, but taking a bit of a dip off of turn 1. So it looks like the Golds have sort of, after my speech about gold and silver being not too different, looks like the Golds have said shut up Queasy and have stamped their authority all over the top 8. And nobody on a real improvement. Matt Moon's on a 0.2 improvement in their lap.
I wonder what their second times are between like each other. Like whenever, like right now, like say JP May's up 10th right now. He was up 2/10, so he was gonna be the new best time. What's his time up against Dan Meyer's time?
So I can show you. Well, actually, can I show you?
So sector by sector, right? Yeah.
I don't know if I can see.
As long as you
give it a go.
If you double click
Like that?
on JP May, yeah, there you go.
There you go.
There's a sector by sectors.
So he's 0.3,
So 27.
0.273 off in the middle. Although that has changed.
So that was the last lap.
JP's beating him in all sectors at the moment. Just one more sector to go.
Oh man.
As Matt Moon calls it quits, goes in 7th place. Great lap by Matt Moon.
JP May lost it.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
As we approach 20 seconds left to go, this is going to be everybody's last lap now.
It certainly is. There's only 4 or 5 other cars on the track, so...
10 seconds left. I don't think the
there
other
we go.
cars still,
Slots into
the
4th.
897
Lombardo and
would be the
Pizzuto.
first one to cross.
Yeah. Let's go to them. 897, John Barham. I know, if I remember correctly, I was told off. It's not John Barham, it is Bayan.
Come on, JP May.
He's up. He's certainly up. It's good enough at the moment. Oh, it's just falling out. John Bayan with a second place.
He got up to second place.
Great work there.
Damn. Next person to cross is a 69. Number 69.
Rob Warren.
He's up 4/10 right now.
Yeah, he wants that top spot. It's enough to go pole at the moment. Keeps his pace up.
Oh, he came out flying. He's up 6/10.
Dang.
Yeah, this would be enough, I think. See if he can keep it together.
Say it week after week. Bentley power.
Pop the Bentley. There we go. Rob Warren.
Jeez.
Smoked.
Bentley power.
Next car up is the 333, and then the 200 right behind.
Yeah.
Mark DC doesn't improve.
Change for Mark. Yeah.
Crazy.
Crazy. All right, so that is qualifying.
What a last lap effort by Rob Warren, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like when it mattered the most, Rob Warren pulled it out. He said, "That's my top spot." And I think as well, JP May he got second in the end?
Second. Yep, JP May second.
So in the end,
Bentley 1 and 2.
Bentley 1 and 2, the Bentley Ballin' Boys, I think is their name, or Ballin' Bentley Boys on the front of the grid again. Dan Mayer in 3rd place, John Bayham in 4th, Anthony Lombardo 5th, Cesare or Caesar, I think it's Cesare, I'm going to go with it anyway. Cesare Pizzuto, sounds fancy, 6th place, Mark Allen 7th, Matt Moon 8th, Stephen Pellerin in 9th, and Michael Santos rounding out 10th. So it's all set up, guys. Before we go into the race, we're going to go into our ad read, so we'll see you on the other side of that. Huge thank you to our SRA sponsors and title sponsors for supporting us here at SRA, as well as support from Documise, a modern business solution for product management. Go to documise.com to learn more today. And support from Retro Saga, a North American-based gaming company that provides accessories for your favourite classic systems, including Nintendo, Sega, PlayStation, and much more. Enhance your retro gaming experience today at retrosaga.ca. And a big thank you to our affiliates, Track Racer. Experience redefined gaming with Track Racer's high quality sim rigs and accessories. Use code SRATE at checkout to support us. Armamentario, a toolbox for ACC that will enhance your chance to win. Enjoy a fully customizable and enhanced HUD to change the way you experience ACC. AT 3D Sim Shop. Upgrade your sim racing experience today with premium 3D printed accessories featuring precision crafted magnetic shifters, sleek cable management solutions, versatile stream deck mounts, and immersive dashboard displays. Their innovative designs enhance performance and style, elevate every lap with top-tier quality and craftsmanship at at3d.net. Go Setups, premium esports setups for everybody. Use our affiliate link on our Discord and take your drive to the next level. Castle and Cauldron, a home-based crafting business specialising in handmade Harry Potter, Fantastic Beasts and Fairy World collectibles. Magic wands, potions, mini dioramas, wall decor, costumery, cosplay, and much more. Castle and Cauldron is where crafting meets the magical. Visit facebook.com/Castle Cauldron. And from KP Concepts, your source for custom automotive renderings, graphic design, and printing. We spend countless hours making you look all good for the spectacle. Check out kpconcepts.com for more. Oh no, I failed the viewers. I failed Justin.
Oh, you failed me, you failed the viewers, we're all back. It's time for the SRA Grid Walk. Rob Warren at first, May in 2nd, Dan Myers in 3rd, John Pam for 4th, Anthony Lombardo 5th, Cesar Pizzuto in 6th, Mark Allen in 7th, Matt Moon in 8th, Stephen Pellerin in 9th, Michael Santos in 10th, Corey Colt in 11th. Oh no, Mark DC in 13th, Daniel Bexton's in 12th, Marlon Abubo in 14th, Cleveland Leatherwood in 15th, Thomas Acosta in 16th, Brian A. Coleman 17th, and Michael Olson in 18th, starting from the back because of the qualifying ban. Had plenty of time today. Anybody's name I butchered, I will send you a direct message of an apology. But I don't think I did too bad tonight. Had a lot of time to actually read the names compared to normal. So
I should have put you under more pressure. We should have done the ad read longer. Sorry guys, I failed you as an audience for not putting Justin under enough pressure. I apologize. But look, as these guys come round, Henry, as a debutant to the stream, it is all down to you to take us through as they come up of the clearing and into clearways and into Clark Curve. It is over to you, sir.
Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. The start of the race is about to begin. We're about to run this thing through. This is D6. Welcome to round 7. We're at Brands Hatch, season 12. Let's get ready to rock and roll, guys. Yeah. And as we see Rob Warren coming up, JP May close on the side here. As they come up, let's make sure nobody's out of place. Getting no
I
drive
mean, he
throughs
looks
here.
really far ahead. I mean,
Yeah,
no,
I know, right?
not anymore.
And as they start, they're off. And there we go. JP May gets a little bit of a bad start there, but it looks like Warren's got a good clean cut there into turn 1. Everything looks pretty good here. Coming down into turn 2, it looks like Meyer's going to be coming up on behind. Had the suction that goes on the inside. Tries to take over
Oh,
for
bit of
P2.
contact
Oh,
between Lombardo.
Oy.
Okay, but that's fine. Bomb's back on.
Oh, and everybody's doing pretty all right now. Besides that contact and off, we got.
Oh, there's contact at the back.
Oh.
Caesar Pizzuto, Matt Moon,
Oh,
Leatherwood.
Leatherwood, hold it. Wait, let him pass.
Olsen making up a few positions there.
So we can get a replay of that.
Yeah, we'll get a
possibly.
replay for that.
Yes, sir. We need a replay for that for sure. Let's see that first contact into turn 2 there, and then coming up into turn 3, ACOM is going to be the flagged car. Let's see what happens here.
yeah.
It just goes in the back.
Oh,
He
yeah.
just sends them into each other. Oh yeah, that's all right.
And let's take a look a bit further ahead as well. So Marlon Abubo.
I mean, it looked clean. It just
Dude.
I think there was already contact ahead of them.
Contact.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we'll have to eventually sort that out. But all right.
Sorry, Henry. Back to you, sir.
No, it's all good, buddy. We're all caught right now. Fastest lap by Don Meyer.
Oh, somebody going a bit wide
And
there.
as Dan Meyer looks like he went a little bit wide. Now we got Mr. JP May coming up on him, taking the inside into turn 2 here. As he takes it in, everybody being all nice and gentlemanly. Trying not to go off track here. JP May takes over P2 from Mr. Dan Meyer there. Who else we got further back? We got Mr. Steed, and then Santos going off track there into turn 3. Still trying to stop the bleeding up into P10 right now. Taking Acosta trying to take away P10, and so is Abubo. Sorry about that.
Oh, big contact at the back. Santos and Acosta. Let's take a look at what happened there. That's Santos 203.
Was that D braking or was that just?
I'm not sure. We're about to find out. They're still there at the back there. You can see them on the minimap. That's live. Acosta.
Acosta ran
just-
once. Well, yeah, he just goes that wide.
That's a little bit too much there. That's a little bit too much, and now we're on Brian Acomb right now. Brian Acomb about 5/10 away from Matt Moon, who's on P15, and then he's got nothing to worry about behind him because Mr. Costa is about 7 seconds behind him. But if he keeps doing a couple little mistakes like that, then you know Thomas Acosta is going to come get him. Santos here doing pretty good to try to survive, but down to P18. New fastest lap by JP May, 126.512. As we go up and down the grid in P14, we got Corey Colt, who's 4 tenths now behind Cleveland Leatherwood, trying to take over P13 from him. So that's a 3-way battle there between Caesar Pizzuto, Cleveland, and Corey. Oh, and we got a little bit of contact there by Matt Moon and Corey Colt. Let's see what happened coming down into turn 1. Oh, no, it's just a simple little off track. Not too big of a deal.
No, I think there's a big
That's what we like
deal
to
up
see.
here. Matt Moon
yeah.
tries to get on the inside, ends
Yeah.
up not finding the space he's hoping for.
It was close. It was closing.
JP May with the fastest lap, trying to close it on Rob Warner. About 2 seconds back or so. Let's see if he can close that gap.
John Bam right now in 6th place. He's about 4 tenths behind Mark Allen in P5, trying to take away P5 from him. See what they got going on here. JP May and Dan Meyer here as well as we look at them. But Abubo trying to take away from Bexted. Man, I keep messing the name up. I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
But number 152 getting getting that place there,
Oh,
ninth place. But
Mono
ooh,
sees chance. Time's on the inside.
oh, and
I was gonna say they try to.
here.
Yeah. Respectful from Beckstead, but he might lose out. No, he gains it back. Olsen thinks better of it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he might break deep there.
It's Corey Cole all over the backside of Mr. Leatherwood here.
That's a pretty legit name, Leatherwood too.
Oh yeah.
Leatherwood and Colt.
Oh, looks like-
Corey Cole. Yeah, keeps it clean, just about.
It looks like Rob Warren might have gone off a little bit because JP May's only a second behind him now.
Yeah,
Maybe a
1.2.
little slip up.
I
Yeah.
don't know, maybe he just had a bit of a sideways moment. Nothing's flagged up in the system, but you're right.
Could have just gone off a little bit. Just went a little sideways, but let's take a look and see when he comes around for this lap.
Going back about 30 seconds
Oh,
right now.
Bieber facing the wrong way. No, don't go straight.
You don't want to do that. No.
Let's take a look and see what happens for Marlon Abubo. This is his first season in SRA. Still hanging in there. Oh, touch grass.
Touch the back of it. Yeah.
Ah. Yeah.
Yep. Grass is fast.
Grass is fast.
Grass is fast.
Daniel Beckstead looks like as well has had a bit of a moment. Let's try and catch up with what happened with car number 152.
This turn one is a little tricky, it seems like, for everybody today.
Yeah. It's that rhythm.
Yeah.
Just deep. Yeah.
At the same time,
He loses it.
we're going from replay to replay here, trying to catch all of the action. Matt Moon has gone into car number 294 and 11 with about to coming together. Let's have a double check and see what happened there.
Turn one again.
Turn one by the looks of it.
Jeez.
I thought turn 4 would be, you know, the turn 3 sort of. But it looks like Leatherwood just trying to go down the inside, pushes Matt Moon a bit wide. But Matt
Wasn't too crazy.
Nothing too bad. Alright, moment to breathe potentially as Rob Warren still maintaining a 1.5 second gap. But first, second, and third. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, it is all to play for, especially amongst these three here. Yes, they're teammates, Warren and JP May, but they both won the championship. They're asking for a shoey, which is a tradition we don't know each season for the championship race. As Stephen Pellerin. Oh, Mark DC.
Oh,
with a bit of
DC.
contact. Let's go ahead. Let's take a look what happened there. Michael Olsen, as I predicted, getting the new fastest lap.
Right now, biggest positions gained, Michael Olsen up 9 places right now. And then biggest losers is Michael Santos with 7 positions dropped.
Yep. It's been one of those. It's been a bit messy. I'll be honest. It's been a bit messy, but that's good news for the likes of Olsen. We need to make them moves, get up there. So
Michael Olsen with the quickest lap, 126.1. That's pretty fast, especially with a full tank. Dan Meyer, looking up and down the grid, Dan Meyer seems to be, nope, not no more. It's going to be Steven Pellerin. He's up about 5/10 on Mark DC, so trying to take over P7 there. Let's see. There we go. What are these guys' laps against each other?
let's have a look.
Did we get that?
We can get that. Oh, just as we switch. Thank you very much. Just reselect it. Oh, for good.
Oh yeah, because you got a double click.
Mark DC to Mark DC, baby.
Mark DC lost out on Pellerin after all that switching about. I do apologise, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take it back.
I would like to point out that these two are second and third in the points right now, so this is a very important battle.
Because it looks like Matt Moon is having a little going off. Oh, yes.
It always happens that way. So they're both second and third. in the championship. So points up for grab. That's gonna be crazy. How many points is the difference between them by chance?
There's only 29 points to separating Mark DC from first, and Pellerin is only 6 points behind Rob Warren, so they both need to move up the grid and try to get as many points as they can.
That's crazy.
I mean, Rob Warren is
Brian Lake on here. I think running a bit wide. Oh no!
Yes. Grass is fast.
Oh, and 294. That's Cleveland Levelwood.
We were about to see an overtake done before we clicked over there.
I clicked replay, so now we're not. We're stuck with it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And too hot on the replay. Now I've got them working again. Oh, he's just hit the bump too much.
Oh, Leatherwood. That's what happened at Leatherwood. That Porsche, man.
All right, well, let's keep it looking because Dan Meyer is all over the backside now of JP May, fighting for the second.
Damn, Olsen up 10 places now. Biggest winners, biggest losers.
Yeah, I think Santos still struggling, being down in 15th after everything that happened to him. So it's a shame. Down quite a lot. 7 places, I think, 8 places.
Still got about 48 minutes left to go as these guys get into a rhythm. Trying to see if they can calm down a little bit and put in some consistent laps. I haven't seen too much to...
This Mark DC looks like they have a little bit of an issue. Should we do a replay? Let's do a replay.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, something's going on there. Maybe the pedal.
Yeah, it's very slow, isn't he? Very, very slow. Yeah. Just getting out of the way, I think.
Should have went into the pit at that point.
Yeah, well, it looks like he's gone straight into the pit now. He's gone returned straight to the pit and missed the pit box. Pit entry.
You hate it when it happens that way. Mark DC in 3rd place right now in the championship.
Yep.
So that's precious points for him.
It's not over though. You never know with this track. You can get back out there and see what happens. I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, points are points.
Maybe you can feel it. We got the Zudo, man.
This is Matt Moon trying to defend. Going to losing it. Marlon.
No.
Going through. Oh, I guess that's because Alan and Lombardo are against one another. As Marlon Abubo does make the pass.
And turn 6, I had a little tricky turn as well. You usually get off track there all the time. These double rights too. These are tricky. If you go in with a little bit too much speed, you end up going into the grass.
Yeah.
You always think you can get more speed into it too, right? Like this turn 9 as well. I always feel like I'm too slow in it, and then when I try to be like an alien, I end up crashing into the wall.
Oh yeah, you try and push it. Completely sabotage. As we look at Santos finding out.
See, yeah,
hard
there
way.
you go.
Yep.
Oh, well done to keep it on though.
Yeah. No walls. But grass is fast.
It's your new favorite saying now.
It's gonna be.
I mean,
my
on
new
all
favorite
of
saying,
the
too.
all of the English tracks, I feel like once you touch the grass, there's no turning back. Alton Park, Slatterton. I mean, Silverstone not too much.
You love Slatterton. Tell us how you really feel.
In a GT4, yeah.
I was gonna say you were on
GT4
fire.
is-
That was a fun week of SRA.
That's right. For those of you thinking about potentially joining up, you're watching this and thinking I want to take part. We are coming to the end of this season, and the next season will be sometime next month, we have about a month's break, 5 weeks break. But we do also have lots of racing in the off season, including League in a week. So definitely come and check that out and take part. Definitely encourage it. It's a bit chaotic with about 80 cars on track, but you know what? It works. So why not?
No, it's funny. This is my first season here too. So
This was sorry.
This is my first season here too.
Yeah.
So I would say if anybody's like on the fence about it, jump right in, man. These people were pretty awesome to talk to. Jay Queasy was probably one of the first ones out of the whole bunch that I talked to, and then made a pretty good friendship. And then
You're gonna have to mess it up with all of your injuries. You could have done something.
Right?
You could have been someone.
I could have done something so good this. And it sucks because like now I'm realizing like the season's pretty much over now, and it's like, oh man, got nothing now.
we gotta grind. Don't worry. You got the qualifying grind, the hot stint qualifying grind to get your classification. It's Michael Olsen, our supreme driver. Looks like he's paid the price for that pace. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened. He's hot on the tail here of the car ahead. Pellerin at this point.
Turn. That's a killer, man.
It was turn 1, but it's turn, what's that, 9?
That was
no, turn 7.
That was a great recovery though.
It was.
That was 8. No, that was right before 9.
Oh, maybe yes.
That's the one that you always think you can get in more speed. Always, it's those two, 8 and 9.
Michael Santos. More grass.
More grass.
More grass.
Yeah, I'm starting to think maybe grass isn't faster, guys. I don't know.
Oh, his back end just touches it.
Yeah.
Touches the back end. This. I've done that a lot this week.
There are yellows all over the place. Brian Acomb.
Yeah.
Oh, he's like off the track. He's backwards too. Boy.
Same again? Surely not. Surely not the same again. Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one.
Yeah.
And now, just as Rob Warren comes up to do the lap. I wish.
Sorry, I had to throw it in there.
One lap down now. And Brian Acomb going off, I think, just to get out of the way of Rob Warren, who is storming ahead now, 4.4 seconds. And let's go and check in with Mr. Bayham, because he's only 4 behind our calendar ahead.
You know what? Out of all the teams, I think it's Daniel Beckstead and Corey Colt. They're together now.
Yeah.
10th and 11th. That's a really good points grab for that team there.
Matt Moon going a bit slow. Let's check in with Matt Moon.
9:08. Hey, the pits have started.
The pits are starting. I wouldn't blame. There's probably a bit of damage out there, judging by some of these cars. Matt Moon touching the grass.
Oh, he's driving away. Well, there he is.
And goes into the pits to fix some of the damage. You know what? It'll be as good as new coming out.
Tim Hortons. I didn't know what Tim Hortons was until I got to Afghanistan. And then I found out it was a donut company, and they were like the greatest donuts ever.
I think, obviously famous for... They're big in Afghanistan, guys. Big in, you've heard it here first. Tim Hortons, big in Afghanistan.
Tim Hortons.
It was on a, whatchamacallit? It was on a base, a joint task force base.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Forget Canada.
Then they had a
It's
hockey
all
rink
about
too.
Afghanistan. Here we go, John. Bam, down the inside. Justin, take it. It's into it.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna try to make the move on the outside, but it's hard to make that move on the outside on this turn. You got to stay tight, packed in as they go into.
Goodness sake, I'm so sorry.
Oh, no.
That's all right.
There we go. Right, we're back.
There we go. We're back as it looks like John is falling behind going out of turn 2. Oh, a little slidey. Hold it. There it is. All right.
And opening the door
Slide it
to
a little
Pellerin
bit.
behind him as well. Look, this is starting to be a little train forming up here.
Hey, keep it nice and tight going into these right-handers. Pellerin
Done up.
trying to come down the back straight and catch him, but I don't think he's going to be able to catch him on the... Yeah, you want to keep it nice and tight, running really wide there. Yeah. Alright, so back to being spaced out.
Oh no!
Right-hander.
Disaster at the front! Disaster at the front!
No.
Rob Warren!
Rob Warren goes off!
Rob Warren goes off. Let's see how he gets back on. He's fine. Let's see what happened. I think he's fallen foul again of turn 7.
It's at turn 7,
yeah,
man.
The worst
Yeah, the
place, man.
dice.
Oh no, Rob. Very slick on the rejoin. I mean, got out of the way of his
He got
teammate.
off pretty good. Mhm. Right now,
AP
John
May
Bam is
moving up
about,
to first. Alright.
yeah. And then John Bam is in 6th place, trying to take over 5th place from Mark Allen. Mark Allen is gonna be pretty
Seems
open
like
to an attack here.
he must be a lot faster through this through the 3rd sector then, because he's dropped off here, but he was just like last
he
lap.
dropped
He
off way.
seemed to catch back up again. So only
Maybe it
about
was-
4 seconds separates 4th from 7th. So there's a lot still to play for in these big points.
Oh yeah, big points. Big points.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like Mark Allen's, John Bam actually has the 3rd fastest Sector 3. I mean, between him and Mark Allen has got a 36.3 seconds in Sector 3, and John Bam has a 35.9. So that's a big catch-up
Big
in that 3rd sector.
Big
Yeah.
difference. As Allen tries to go down the outside. I don't think Lombardo's going to have it though.
No, he's gonna shut the door. Oh, maybe not.
Bam saying hello, boys. We're setting up
Yeah.
for
I
I want to
something.
pick up the scraps.
We're setting up.
Oh man.
Oh,
A new fastest lap by Michael
Who was that
Olsen.
slid off? Did he slide off?
I think he kept it together.
Oh no, he didn't. I thought that was Steven that slipped off into the first turn there. Dang. The 4-way fight for fourth.
And
I
of
mean,
course, Michael Olsen, if this carries on, Michael Olsen's going to catch up now. That's a heck of a drive from, quali ban to potentially being in the fight for fourth.
top 5. That's crazy.
You've also got Rob Warren out there nursing. There must be some damage, so there's car number 203. Looks like they've kind of been enough there. 203 is Michael Santos. Let's take a quick look what happened there. A quick break from the action. So maybe a turn 1 victim.
Oh man.
yeah, turn 1. Oh, yeah.
John Bam was running into the back of Mark Allen in turn 8. Now they're coming through the straight right now.
It's gotta be patient.
So close.
So close there.
Just gotta be patient. Gotta see if they mess up.
He's
He
definitely
wants
a
it
mess.
now.
I know he does, but this track. He's already claimed our number 1 driver, who, by the way, is tight on the backside of car ahead and mine. They'll stick peaceful for the time being.
I think he's feeling the pressure from Steven because he's been braking a lot later than usual and getting really close up to who is that Mark Allen up ahead. Mark Allen just takes off from this too. Crazy in this first and second sector. He gets a pretty good jump on these guys, but like coming into the start of the 3rd sector, Mark Allen just drops back, but I'm not sure if that's just because of Anthony Lombardo.
I think it's just
is
going from
slow.
offense to defense, isn't it, right? So
Yeah.
it's just a constant change. These guys don't know whether they're attacking or defending at the moment. And of course,
It may be a consistency thing too. I mean, I'll say that last night's kind of what I did. In the corners I knew I could be aggressive in. I was trying to push as hard as I can, but those. Oh,
Alan dips
okay.
very late into
Bits.
the
All right.
pace. So does Stephen Pellerin, and that gives us an ideal chance to see what happened to fan favourite Matt Moon, who's now returned to the pits.
Is the grass fast again?
I think the sand might be the factor in this one. Yep, just lose that backside straight into the sand.
Porsche things.
Porsche.
Yeah, Porsche doing Porsche things. Anybody with drive-throughs? Did we notice if anybody got a
I
drive-through
did
for track
notice
limits
as well.
yet?
Dan Mayer's made the pass on. Rob Warren's made the pass on Dan Mayer, and you know what happened? Let's take a look. As the camera tries to catch up with the sheer speed of Dan Mayer. Catches the backside. Oh, and he's gone. What an angle. And that is how Rob Warren made the
Tokyo
pass.
Drift. That was a for sure Tokyo Drift if I've ever seen one.
Yeah.
Well, Warren back up into second place now. He was our P1, so losing out one position. Still, Michael Olsen,
Ryan
up 12
Acomb is
positions,
off.
13 now. So he's our biggest mover in this whole race. Check.
Yes, they come through. John Baham's gone into the pits as well for the time being.
Abubo off as well.
Oh,
Aye.
too much for correction, man.
Alright, well, for the most part, pretty much what we expected. Alright, Abubo going into the pit, so yeah, just about the halfway point.
Oh, slow down!
Sure. Oh, you maybe too much.
Did he almost make it?
I think he made it.
Barely.
Barely, but it still counts, as Justin found out in the League of the Week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, it was Laguna. The Laguna second practice race. I must have crossed at like the most perfect time because there was no chance that I was gonna make it coming in as fast as I would. And this is one of those hard pit entries too. You got a nice like little S that you gotta like swerve, so if you come in too fast, you could just bounce off the wall.
Such an unnecessary chicane.
Yeah. The track's hard as it is. Let's make the pit entry just as hard.
I don't know why they decided that. I mean, it's already a really awkward pit entry where you have to drop off a lot of speed to make it anyway. And then they're like, just for the fun of it, we're going to add a chicane in there as well.
Yeah. I don't think anything is as bad as Paul Ricard. It's like, oh, you're here! Oh, there it is! Alright. So, pretty standard here across the board.
It's all settled in.
JP May's chilling.
It'd be interesting to see where Mark Allen... Oh, Brian Acon.
Oh,
You know, I give plaudits to him. The race hasn't gone his way today. And clearly not familiar too much with Brands Hatch, but he's still out there. He's still doing his stuff. He's not even last. So, finding out about Cersei's corner. Is he going to come back onto the camera, ladies and gentlemen? That's the question. Let's try and have a look where he's gone. Oh, no, Brian. Oh, waiting for the drivers to get past, is he? Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. It also looks like we've lost someone.
It does, yeah. It looks like Matt Moon has finally called it and decided
that's
to
who it was, okay.
come in, yeah. See, when there's 40 drivers on the grid, I can't really track who, but with what was 18, I can. Alright, well, we don't want to look at Michael Olsen. It says Daniel Beckstead goes into 5th place. It's also worth pointing out that Mark Allen is apparently going to come out in 6th at the moment, so still behind Anthony Lombardo. But Michael Olsen, when all said and done, is looking between, he's flirting between 5th and 4th place, so it's going to be interesting. Lombardo's just about going to make it past.
$30 minutes left to go. Still a couple more people to pit. We got what, top 6 right now left to pit?
So Michael Olsen's come out in 7th place. Not bad at all, and inserts himself right ahead of Mark Allen and Stephen Pellerin. So he's actually done the undercut.
Also has had the Michael Olsen's also had the fastest pit stop.
Yeah, fastest pit stop, fastest lap. He's trying everything he can. He wants. What's he got now?
Get his way back in there.
But not really though, because everybody's pitted ahead of him. So Justin, how long to pit then? How long to
I mean, for Olsen, he's already back out. I mean, he did a 55-second total.
55. So I mean, 55 seconds at the moment. That's going to put him potentially.
He was only stopped for 32 seconds, so it doesn't look like he had too much damage.
Yeah, the pit computer saying Michael Olsen is going to come out between 4th and 5th place at the moment.
Give or take on what everybody in front of him does in that pit entry as well, too.
The race is between Lombardo and Michael Olsen, so we'll see. Yeah, simple.
Was a little bit too far behind. They had to move me.
Uh-oh. I hate it when they move you, too.
It's so embarrassing as well.
The worst is when they pick you up and then they have to put you down to put you back up. I've had that happen to me at one of the practice races, and I was like, man.
I got one more for you. When you leave it in reverse because you missed your box, and then you reverse out as soon as they drop you.
Yeah. Mine's going straight out in 2nd and then getting a speed penalty.
No!
Excuse me. So, Rob Warren, Dan Meyer have entered into the pit lane, so Lombardo and JP May going and taking their place ahead of them, still to pit though. Michael Olsen at the moment still predicted to come out between 4th and 5th. It's neck and neck between him, potentially 3rd as he comes through.
I was going to say, I wonder how much, if Rob Warren's got any damage.
I mean, it looks at Corey Colt. Looks like we've had a bit of an incident. Let's check in with Corey.
Yeah, it looks to have happened into turn 3, I believe.
But we will keep it.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, there you go. The exit of turn 3.
Alright, Rob Warren went the 55-second total, 33-second stop, so just a couple of seconds of damage, so he should be coming back out.
Michael Olsen did everything they can with the fastest lap of the race again. Now they have gone into 4th place now.
Oh, man.
What a drive.
Podium spot.
And he's only 2.8 seconds off of Rob Warren as well. Hell of a drive.
And he'd do it. Oh, wait, that was my pick, right?
I think so. Of course, at this point, anyone, I think JP May was your gold and Michael Olsen was your silver, wasn't it? Oh, the both
so.
Corey Colt was the silver. Actually, Corey Colt was my silver, so. Anthony Lombardo and JP May coming into the pits.
All right,
17 drivers now, huh?
Now, the trip computer, or the prediction computer, is saying that Michael Olsen is due to come out in 3rd place ahead of Anthony Lombardo, but it is going to be tight. And in fact, Mark Allen, Lombardo must have had something go wrong in the pits. He's falling down in 6th place now. I say that as Mark Allen has contact with Stephen Pellerin. No, that is so unfortunate. Let's go back and take a look at what happened. Now these two fighting for the good points here, fighting in the Drivers' Championship as well, especially Stephen Pellerin.
It's that turn again. It's the murderous turn.
He's collected. Oh,
He
lost
just
it.
lose.
Oh, just touched. No.
I don't know.
Dang.
It almost looked like it didn't even touch. It just kind of.
That's like neck
was
coating.
worries.
So with all the pitting
Either that or
done,
yank of the wheel.
all the pitting done, Michael Olsen does actually come out into 3rd place. I mean, what?
That is
right.
crazy. Crazy. How many positions gains is that now? 15?
Well, it must be something like that. Let's take a look on the
Jeez.
road computers. That's 15 gains, yep, for Michael Olsen so far.
He was in last.
There's your driver of the day.
I mean, it's got to be so far, right?
Oh man, I wouldn't put it past it if he ended up being in first place.
Well, we gotta relax. We gotta hope that those
How far
corners
did I
don't
get
claim
this?
him.
Rob Warren's about 1.3 ahead of Michael right now, and then 9.2 JP Mays ahead of Rob Warren.
That's correct.
So
yeah.
talking about what? Probably let's just give it 13 seconds, and what do we got? 24 minutes left to go.
Well, you got to think.
Can it be done?
You got to think that it was Stan Meyer. Did Stan Meyer had something? No, sorry, Dan Meyer's okay. Dan Meyer's okay. You got to think the team orders have to play in here. Rob Warren has to defend. If he's going to lose his place to Michael Olsen, I mean, okay, they're going to win the team championship, sure, but
Yeah.
you know, we'll see. We'll see.
Because if you take a look at it, just like based on laps, right? So Michael Olsen's doing a 125.4. That was his last lap. Rob Warren's last lap was a 126.9. So you're talking about a second and change, right?
Ooh,
Second and a
Rob Warren
half.
goes a bit wide, but so does Michael
There you
Olsen.
go.
Loses the back end, but not as much. No, look at this down the straight. You've got to think though that Bentley's going to be able to hand off the McLaren on the straight. As we quickly cut to Thomas Acosta, who's found themselves again coming out of Surtees' corner. Let's take a quick look and see what. Yeah.
Yeah.
Has he held it? He's held it, I think. But then going straight into Surtees, has he lost the back end? Yeah.
Yeah. On that wall.
Straight to that wall. So we rejoin the action with Mark Allen and Stephen Pellerin. Mark Allen only 0.4 behind now. Got to think, probably thinking, should I bother overtaking him since I wiped him out? Or, you know, all's fair in love and races. Why not? Why not?
Oh no! There goes Rob Warren. Oh no!
Rob Warren spun. He has. He's gone wide into turn 1.
And Michael Olsen up into second place.
Michael Olsen
10
in second
seconds.
place. And that will send
11.
a chill down JP May's spine now. So JP May only ahead by 11 seconds. There's still 22 minutes left in this race. Michael Olsen proving what he put down in the practice this week, that he is the fastest man on the track. He's got to
Oh, that's crazy.
recalibrate himself, and now potentially going for a last to first here. He is definitely on the books.
That's crazy. You called that earlier too, being the first practice. You know, having the fastest lap in practice.
And of course, he's spun off as well, so it's not been a perfect race, but that's how much quicker he is in seemingly at the moment.
Can you imagine if he didn't spin off where he'd be right now?
Yeah.
Probably like what, 5 seconds up the road.
Yeah, it's a bit more than that probably. He's already cutting into that lead. Is JP May good? Oh, sort of pits.
JP
sort of
May?
doesn't.
Oh, he slid off.
That is
Slides off.
not ideal, JP. Let's take a look at what happened. So he's going around traffic by the looks of
Lap
it.
traffic.
Oh, and makes contact with the traffic.
tactics.
Whoa, no. Avoids disaster ultimately, though, so that's the most important thing. But JP May might have had another incident.
Michael Olsen now 5.6 behind him.
Yeah.
So this is totally doable now. 20 minutes left to go.
Unbelievable. I mean, even at this point, you know, even if he does only stick to second, they've had a hell of a race. You're going to be proud of it at this point.
Yep. But if I was him, if you were him, would you want first?
Oh, yeah, of course. Gotta go for it. Gotta go for it. As Cleveland Leatherwood tangling up with Surtees corner by the looks of it.
That's a 294.
I think he moved out of the way because he didn't want to interfere with them anymore. Yeah, they already knocked into each other on the last lap. He was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna move out of the way.
This is John Baird now. I'm trying to make a move on Mark Allen.
Ooh, trying to take over 7th, huh? But Steven up in 6th place there too, so if they're not careful, if Steven's not careful, he could lose that too to him.
So this is a little interesting right here, right? JP May is sitting 5th, 50 points behind Rob Ward. Gonna gain some points on him, right? Not too much. But Steven Pellerin, you know, being at 6th, I mean, he's gonna get points, but JP Mitten is gonna get a little bit more of closing that gap. Now, Mark DC, unfortunately, you know, being all the way down at 17th, that 29-point gap from first, I mean, might be a bit harder to get now going into next week. So, I mean, everybody on the board right now has it's going to shake up these standards.
Skin in the game. Skin in the game.
Everybody just needs to still lock in and you know.
Michael Olsen's still making the moves at the moment, so he's only now 4.4 seconds behind JP May.
Yeah, it looks like JP May made a mistake in turn 6, I believe. I've been riding on board with Michael Olsen this whole time, so kind of interested to see where he's at. So every now and again, I'll see a puff of smoke from JP May's car because he goes out wide.
Oh no! It is even more disaster strikes. Rob Bourne is
No!
Trying to rejoin. Leatherwood going off the track there. And Anthony Lombardo going up into 3rd place. Well done, Anthony. You deserve it, definitely. Unfortunately for Rob Bourne, though, at his expense. Which goes to play into what you were saying, Justin, with this points difference. With every mistake that Rob Bourne makes, JP May's getting a little bit closer.
Yeah. And so is Pellerin as well. I mean,
So is Pellerin, yeah.
If you able to move up into that spot above him, I mean, that's it. I can't wait to see where this ends up at the end, because next week is going to be an absolute fire race.
Not to mention, this is Stephen Pellerin, Mark Allen, and John Bairn, all fighting for position here. So this is 6th, 7th, and 8th respectively. As Michael Santos looks to have spun off as well. Let's quickly check in with him. I know he's just moving out of the way. That's fine.
Yeah, probably just slowing down enough to let all the non-lap traffic by.
Just a quick update for you. Michael Olsen has spun in the murder.
Michael Olsen has had a spin,
yeah, and he was 3.2 at that point, and now he's back down to 11.3.
It's spin for spin at the moment. 11. Still not over though. 17 minutes. Oh, it's fool's foul going.
He's got to calm down.
Yeah, he's trying too hard.
Hopefully he didn't overcook the tires.
But also, and that opens the door for Anthony Lombardo. Let's not sleep on Anthony. He's had a hell of a race as well.
Yeah. 2 great candidates for drivers of the day, no?
Absolutely. But let's quickly cut back to John Bairn. Look, they are all going side by side as Leatherwood gets out of the way.
It's just like, yeah, y'all have fun.
You guys crack on. I'm just here for the points at this point.
You know what? It's always fun being the 3rd car in a chain like this, just because you don't. Yeah, you're praying, 1, but 2, you don't have the pressure of being the person in the middle or the front.
Yeah, exactly. Well, let's stick with these guys for a little while, because this is where the action is. We'll see if there's another big spin. We'll get a replay of it.
They just got to be patient with each other. somebody tonight. I mean, when the theme is that this corner has been haunting everyone. You just gotta make sure you take it easily and like that. Little bit of hiccup. Doesn't look like. Why? There goes Mark Allen. There's your chance.
Smelling.
Says he got him.
Oh, Mark Allen go wide. Oh, does that? No. Oh,
You gotta go now.
We gotta go back and have a look at that one. Let's see what's happened here. So.
Oh no! And he went into the pit.
He's gone into the pits.
No. Did he drop him into the pit?
I don't know. We'll have to have a
it
look.
said in, but
no, he's still out.
out.
He's still out. He's just correcting himself. Oh.
And at that point, you just gotta go, man, because like there's.
That is. Oh, that
opens the door
hurts.
for SRA Pizzuto, who's now found himself only 0.8 behind what's probably a very damaged and looks like damaged Simon Pellerin. You hate to see it. I mean, these things happen, especially on a track like this. There's not a lot of wiggle room. There's not a lot of space for overtaking. And
Oh yeah, look at the front of that car.
Pizzuto licking his lips.
Brings me back to the points scheme.
Yeah, go check again.
Rob Warren getting those extra points. I mean,
Get him.
it's.
Yeah, I think Olsen has tapped out. He's still 11.2 behind May. With 13 minutes left to go. I don't know, man.
JP May just needs to drive the nice and easy pace and hang out there. I mean, you got 10 seconds to just give or take to hang out and take some extra precaution for the last 13 minutes of the race.
Yeah, it looks like Michael Olsen's not really made any gains on JP May either.
Yeah, Pellerin is looking like he's just trying to make it to the end at this point. Yeah, look at that. Mark Allen just chilling, making sure that he doesn't have a spin in the death corner tonight. Rob Warren, oh, maybe not. A little pop up for a second to look like he possibly could have gone off, but. Oh, looks like there's some contact back there with Leatherwood and a cone.
No. It's always sad, especially when you get contact towards the end of the race. It just feels like just out of control. Sometimes it kills your race, and you've been doing so much, and you're kind of pleading with everything to go your way, and then you get hit, and you just lose all faith in it.
It's been an eventful race tonight. You know, contact on certain parts, a lot of sliding off. It hasn't been the easiest of nights for some of these drivers.
And it's again, like you said earlier, you gotta have a rhythm, but also it's a flowing. It flows too, you know. So if you ever lose your flow or your rhythm, it's just kind of game over, and you got to figure it out. Got to reset yourself, and that might take a couple laps. to do. And as we see there, what that is Steven going off the track there.
It's
so crazy.
I mean, Pizzuto is on his tail.
I think he could do it. I think he wants to do it here.
Excuse me. That's my input.
As we're on board with Dan Meyer here in 5th place. He's got Mark Allen.
Mark DC.
Yeah, Mark Allen.
Mark DC, I believe that
DC.
is. Yeah. Talk about unfortunate race. This is definitely an unfortunate race for Mark DC.
Yeah, he's got a feel for him, you know.
Oh, Lombardo is caught up to Michael Olsen, I believe I see.
No, is he?
No,
that's he's 10.7 behind.
10 seconds behind.
Oh, I'm like,
This is still the closest battle. They were looking the wrong way.
Yeah, Pizzuto and Pellerin. Caesar and Steven closest battle right now, 1.5 seconds, and then ahead of them, Mark Allen and John Bam. Or, yeah, Bam, right? That's what we're going with. So,
Bam.
yeah. Sorry if I butchered it, but those are the 2 closest battles. For 6th place, Mark Allen and John Bam, and then for 8th place, we got Steven and Caesar, which we're looking at right now as they come down into Pilgrim's Rise, up in turn 2 here, as he's defending really well. Steven going on the inside, trying to shut any kind of move down here as they come into turn 3. Pizzuto trying to do some work here so he can catch up. And if we can get our boy Jay to...
Sorry, say that again.
You mind if we go back to Caesar and Steven?
Did
and
it
then
change?
can you give me
That's
both theirs? Yeah. And then get the sectors.
There
Yeah, there we go. Thank you, sir.
we go. Race director. As attentive as always, I apologize.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Yeah, say last lap they were about a half a second separating them two. Mark Allen and John. There's an accident. 6th and 7th. John Bam and Mark Allen.
A bit of contact
Yeah.
at least. Let's take a look, see what happens.
We'll say.
Is it Death Corner again?
Oh, okay. John needs to relax a little bit. I mean, there's one way of overtaking people, but don't want to claim too many victims tonight, John.
Bump and pass, bump and pass.
This was 310 driving a bit slow.
Dan Meyer and DC there.
Staying out of the way of most of the cars, but I think you're going to be parked there for a while, Brian.
Caesar's still behind Steven.
He is, by
in
0.8.
8th and 9th. Yeah. So
We're
it's
gonna be doing
still
everything that he
looking
can
good.
to hold on to, I think, at this point.
Bayham.
Who's that pulled off?
Bayham. Zodi in the chat. Bayham.
I mean, it
Bayham.
wasn't far
All right.
off, you know. Come on.
Yeah.
Gotta give me something.
Bayham. Like a Bayham?
Yeah. A Bane.
Pit
Okay.
is
Relax,
closed.
Batman.
Michael Olsen, and now your fastest lap.
Every time I think of Batman, I think of Seal.
Think of Seal.
Seal.
Yeah, remember the guy, that the singer Seal?
Yeah, that's why I was confused.
I always think of that song.
Oh, okay.
Now you know what I'm talking about.
I always think of Seal when Space Jam comes on, you know. Fly like
Oh, that's
an eagle.
That's another good one too.
Oh, Seal.
Come on, Caesar, get up there, buddy. We saw you doing it earlier. You can get it. So,
Mike Lawson closing out
Steven-
8.8 seconds, so not too far behind.
Yeah, Steven turned in a 127.482 last lap, and Caesar turned in a 127.430. So you're talking about
I
less
think
than
at the moment he's
what?
just a bit stuck. I think at the moment as a wait for Caesar, SRA.
Marlon and
Cesar.
Bubo, they're going a little. Yeah. This guy was one of my picks, Abubo.
Oh, sorry, I just quickly cut because it's
I don't
close.
remember. This is getting closer and closer now. As we come into turn 7 and 8 here, the death turns. Oh man. About how many murders do you think we've seen there?
A lot of self-inflictions, to be honest.
Yeah, I think
The grass has been fast.
Come on, he's got the speed and the suck here.
Is he going to do the dive? Is he going to do the dive?
No, patience. Just
Good man,
patience
yeah, he's just
again.
patient, yeah. Now Marlon Abubo has actually closed up the gap now to Daniel Baxter. He's only 1 second behind him, so as that gets closer, we'll cut to him. I want to see that over here. That's for 11th place.
I think Steven's gotten so used to Caesar not sending it or anything. That,
Oh, that's a quick drive over the grass there, Thomas.
It worked.
I mean, yeah, I'm surprised the grass wasn't fast.
I mean, at
That
that
was,
point, it was fast this time.
He's the grass whisperer as he gets out of the way there for Rob Warren coming through.
Three minutes and 30 seconds left. JP May. Nice and easy, my friends. Nice and easy.
No spins here. Michael Olsen dropping down that time behind JP May. He was 10 seconds behind earlier. Now he's 8.2 behind.
Rob Warren also looking like he wants that 3rd place back. What can Anthony Lombardo do about it?
I mean, Abubo over here, right on the tail.
Yeah, I think something's going to happen here. Going to be good to see.
Oh,
He's got the big cojones.
he's gonna do it into turn 2. I can feel it.
Rob Warren off.
Mhm.
Wait. Slippery slip.
Did Abubu get it into turn 2 or?
Rob Warren. The sand is not fast. It does help slow it down.
Oh, Zabibo tries to go down the inside. Why have I missed that? There we go.
Oh.
Oh, that was earlier on. That was the end of that replay. Not bad, not bad. I got excited. We'd already seen it.
Rob, hang in there.
You know, I want to give a shout out as well while we're waiting to see if Marlon can actually do something behind Daniel Beckstead. I want to give a shout out to Brian Acombe. Talk about driver of the day, Brian Acombe, Mark DC. Obviously the same team. It's not been a great day for the team. But, you know, we say it week in, week out about the resilience of drivers. Obviously the race doesn't go your way, but you still keep on, you still keep at it because you never know what might happen. And you know, fair play to both of them. I think they go down as Queasy's drivers of the day, both from Mark DC and Brian Acombe. Sticking with that, and Cleveland Leatherwood as well, you know, so let's get out of the way a few times, but it's the spirit of racing, so good for them.
Yeah, I'll back those picks.
That leaves Justin to give us his driver of the day then.
Driver of the day. I mean, honestly, everybody on the track. This whole race hasn't really been, you know, there's been an incident for everybody on the grid tonight, and a lot of them haven't really let that phase them.
Yeah, they've still ploughed on. I see what you're
It's
saying.
it honestly, like, that is one of the things about it's all mentally in your head. Sometimes you slip up on the grass or
There goes the end of the competition between Pizzuto and Pellerin, with Pizzuto being claimed by turn 7, like so many others tonight. Carry on, Justin, sorry.
But no, yeah, it's really everybody tonight should be driver. I mean, everyone's gone off, I think, pretty much at some point, and they've been able to just kind of, keep it in there and continue to drive. So hats off to all of you guys. It is a difficult track.
I think this is probably, in terms of track performance from everyone, I'd say this has probably been the most challenging track. I missed D6's Zandvoort. Oh, JP May crossing the line.
May!
He must have crossed it just as it happened.
JP, woo!
Congratulations, JP May. Fantastic race. Well done,
Michael
sir.
Olsen. From the back to the podium.
What a race by Michael Olsen. And of course...
You at that.
Well, yeah, and here comes Anthony Lombardo to claim third place as well on the podium, and Rob Warren just behind. So that's your top 3, ladies and gentlemen. JP May, Michael Olsen, Anthony Lombardo. As we'll watch the rest of the cars coming over. This is Mark Allen holding on to 5th place despite the pressure from John Baum.
This, I need the admins. We need the leaderboard updated tonight. I need to know what this is looking like, because what we thought was close before this race, it is even closer now.
Yeah. This is set up for a disastrous struck between Nabubo and Daniel Beckstead. We'll have to get a glimpse of that later on after these guys are finished to see where the dust settles. I think maybe Abubo just saying, right, I'm going for it. Last couple of laps, corners.
I mean, just that corner all night. That entire last sector is just.
So this is what happened. You'll have to excuse all the stuff around as the server recognizes the last drivers over the line. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just trying to make something happen, and that is our race today, ladies and gentlemen. So, guys, thank you so much for sticking with it, and well done, Henry. You survived your first SRA with SRA commentary with me as well. So extra kudos for surviving that, and with Justin. It's been great to have you with us. So, Henry, your final picks were the same as mine, I think, right? So, Mark DC and Brian A. the driver of the day. And Justin, you had the whole grid. So what you're saying is it's been a complete washout in terms of picks from all of the commentators here. But let's go ahead and see who wants to take a talk with us. Let's have a look, see if they're filtering in now into the drivers' briefings. So we have JP May. So let's go ahead and grab JP as soon as possible. Let's hope... nothing too angry being said in the chat. JP May, we have hijacked you into the Discord chat for the commentators here. What a race. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you very much.
Absolutely. And, how did it go for you? There was a couple of mistakes out there, but ultimately you kept it on the straight and narrow.
I had it was a pretty good race. I did had an incident with the back market, but 1 second of damage. That's all right. I'll take that.
Yeah.
I saw that Olsen was coming up, and something happened to him, and that's heartbreaking because he was catching up to me.
Yeah.
He was hauling ass, but I saw him wipe out, so
Yeah.
that gave me a little bit of breathing room. So.
No, but you know what? Excellent race from start to finish, dude. And did you have anybody watching or any shout outs you want to do for your success today?
I want to shout out to my teammate. I wasn't here for a couple of races, and he was able to hold it down for us in the team standing. So
yeah, it looks like that way. You guys are you guys are in charge of the team series at the moment.
Yeah, well, Robert was doing work in the last couple of races, so appreciate that.
Well, that's awesome. Well, I'll let you get back to it, and but thank you so much for today for putting on such a display for us and everybody at home. So congratulations once again, and yeah, I will let you escape back to the debrief.
But before he goes, I got a question
Yeah.
for you, buddy.
Yes.
I know during that last part, the last couple laps, when when Olsen was gaining on you, did you switch up your strategy? Like, were you just taking it easy and like did
I tried to.
you switch it up to just go faster once you noticed that he was gaining on you?
Yeah, I definitely hauled ass a lot quicker because I knew he was he was really fast. So I knew he was close to like I saw the leaderboards. He was doing almost close to 124s. So I knew that I had to move as fast as I could and not cruise around.
Yeah, he
'Cause he was
ended up
catching
doing
up
Yeah.
really quick.
124.7 in the end, so he was definitely hauling.
Yeah, he was really fast. Yeah.
Well, awesome job, man. Well done.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Thanks, man. All right, so somebody forgot stream mode. That's my bad. So you hear the Discord pings. But yeah, let's go ahead and bring in Michael Olsen. So again, gotta navigate this. Here we go.
Michael,
Hey, how's it going?
we hijacked you into the booth here for the D6 stream. How was the race, man? How was you feeling out there?
It was pretty sweaty. I felt like the track was real slippery early on. Yeah, so it was kind of crazy. Obviously, I ended up in a pretty good position. I had good pace. I knew I was going to have good pace on the track anyway, but coming into it with a quali band, um, really had my mindset on trying to get into like the top 10 without really knowing how things were going to go. Obviously, we had less drivers tonight than we've had in past races. But yeah, yeah, it was a fun race. I found more consistency than I find a lot of times. So despite my couple of spin outs, yeah, I'm not worried about it. It was a great race for me.
I got to give you major props. Starting all the way from the back, slithering your way through the pack, and making it up to second, and moving up those 16 spots. I mean, that's
Heck
a
of a
great
drive.
race.
Heck of a
That's a
drive, yeah.
great race.
Yeah, no, it certainly feels good. And without really knowing what was going on at the front, obviously I passed a few wrecks along the way, but really my thought process after the second spin was try to stay sub 10 seconds to May. I mean, he had good pace in the last quarter of the race or whatever. But I just wanted to be sub 10 seconds in the event that like a penalty is handed out or whatever. Because that's actually what happened to me last week. I ended up with a 20-second penalty last week, and that dropped me down to second place. So
Any quick shout outs you want to give to anybody out there watching the stream?
shout outs to my typical guys from our gaming community, Vanquish, and the other drivers that drive with me in D6, John Bayham, and then the two guys in D3 that help me out a whole bunch as I watch their races and they give me tips. Both Quentin Shatner and Zodi Fade. Yeah, huge shout out to them.
D3.
Have any shout outs to D3? No, man. Get up the comms box.
We look forward to seeing you next week at Kalami.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a fun one.
Yep, for sure. Y'all have a good night, and thanks for commentating the races. I think it always adds a little something to it. So appreciate you guys.
Thank you so much, Michael. We'll let you drag off, and he's gone. Didn't need an invitation.
He said, "Bye, I'm out."
He's gone. Okay, all right. So over to
I
you,
got
Henry.
stuff to do.
Anthony Lombardo. Let's hope he doesn't mind.
Let's bring him in. Anthony Lombardo, our P3 winner for today's race. How you doing, buddy? Sorry, we dragged you in from wherever you were at to do a quick interview in our commentary box. How you doing? If you could hear me,
you also
or if your microphone works.
Yeah,
I say you're muted.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think Anthony's gone to the
toilet.
Yeah, I think that's what's.
We're gonna make himself a drink.
Perfect.
Well, I think Anthony was going to say fantastic race. He made it all the way from the back there. All the way from where was he? He started in the top half of the grid actually, I think, as well, didn't he? Capitalized.
He started in 5th place.
5th. Well, there you go. 5th to 3rd.
Yeah,
it's been perfect.
Yep.
And, Anthony would like to give a shout out to all of his friends and family watching and his teammate as well, I'm sure. So, yeah, fantastic. Well done, Anthony. Yep, great job. And
Yep. Good job.
what a fantastic post-race interview that was. Yeah, well, this always happens, ladies and gentlemen. So, or this sometimes happens, I should say. It doesn't always happen. We'll still wait.
Let's put him back to where we found him.
Yeah, put him back to where we found. Put him back into
where we found him. But you know what? I think I put.
The funny thing is he's gonna watch this back later, probably, and be like,
"What?
What did you guys do to me?"
I think he did. He's a man of few words, Anthony Lombardo. He just fantastic. Well, on that note, guys, we are set up and ready to go for what is going to be I don't even know what the adjective is to describe what the last race is going to be. I think, if you've liked what you've seen here today, please tune in next week. So it streams same time. So that's Wednesday at 9 p.m. if I'm correct on Eastern time, and you can work out your various time zones from there.
6 p.m. on the West Coast.
6 p.m.
Before we leave,
oh yeah, go on.
It seems like the standings have updated.
Did they?
Tell
me it's so.
Well, you're a points guy, so you tell us.
I would say Pellerin was 9 points back. I believe he's only 6 now.
Okay, so he's still made a few gains. I think there'll be some changes.
Mark DC is no, it hasn't updated. I don't know. Never mind, guys. I lied. I got excited. I'm not even gonna lie. Next week's gonna be great.
Next week is gonna be great. So hopefully you join us, Henry. Hopefully you can make the next one. Justin, I know you'll make the next one because I'll badger you into doing it. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining myself, Henry Ramirez, Justin Rosenthal, and we will see you same time next week for Kyalami, which is one of my favorite tracks on the calendar, on the game. But until then, have a wonderful week and remember, grass is fast, and see you next time.
Correct.